The Nazis take the opportunity to line up on the steps of Parliament not far from Keane and Deeming and make their comical Nazi salutes. As you can see, these men are more amusing than intimidating. Even if they did enjoy widespread support, and they most certainly do not, it's difficult to imagine them organising the Australian equivalent of the Nuremberg rallies anytime soon. But the media is more interested in talking them up as a sinister underground movement than investigating who they actually are. Deeming and Keane have since been inextricably associated with them, even by Deeming's own Liberal leader, John Pesutto, who said, "I will never, ever accept any member of the Parliamentary Liberal Party under my leadership ever associating with anybody who shares a platform with people who peddle hate, division and attack people for who they are." Deeming has since been temporarily expelled from the Liberal Party for 9 months. Some people, such as Premier Dan Andrews, have pounced on the opportunity to smear Deeming with insinuations that the association with Nazis was more than coincidental. Deeming has, for the past month, had to live with the fact that many people think she is a hate-filled Nazi. Is she? Well, I'm pleased to say she joins me now so I can ask her myself. Moira Deeming, welcome to the Fred Pawle Show.
Thank you for having me.
I should point out that Moira has done a day trip to Ballarat with her children, and the only quiet place she can find to do this interview is in her car, which explains where she's sitting. Anyway, Moira, thank you so much for joining us. Let's start with how confusing it was on the day of the Let Women Speak rally. Did you know that those Nazis were standing near you on the steps of Parliament that day?
No, I didn't actually really find out what had happened in full until, other people put up their footage and photos. So I was called in for a meeting on the Sunday night. I had seen that one Nazi salute as the group was being taken out. I initially had thought they were Antifa. People know that now. But on the Sunday night, I didn't know what had happened. And I had to go back and look at the footage because it was so confusing. And I was worried and I was terrified. I thought, oh, what if I should have seen these people? How did I not see them? How come everyone else knows who they are and I don't? But it was really helpful to see all the footage and the photos. They were very, very far away from us. When I saw them, I couldn't see the sign. There was no Nazi insignia anyway. And sorry, there's just someone walking past my car. And when they did the salute on the steps, they were behind a really big pole, which explained why I didn't even see that. And that was the only time that they were close by. So I could only put it together later on with the footage.
Well, we'll look into how you've managed to be associated with them nonetheless in a minute. But just staying on the issue of Nazism, you have an uncle who was a Holocaust survivor who you were close to. I assume that would make it difficult for you to sympathise with Nazis, wouldn't it?
Yes, and I think that's why it came as such a shock that was the particular accusation that was eventually levelled at me. I
imagine that you'd find that quite disturbing.
People on the parliamentary team don't know my history.
Yes.
It was deeply insulting. I've just found out today that, two invitations have been withdrawn from me now, from community groups on the basis of these allegations. Because they would like to wait until my name is properly cleared.